Hello students and welcome to the video. In my last lecture, I had taken reconstitution of partnership firm retirement of partner. I had taken introduction and how to solve this new ratio and gain ratio and explained everything about it. Now we are going to learn more about treatment of goodwill. So let's get started. When the transaction when goodwill of the entire firm is raised and retained in the business. Now, in this condition, what journal entry we are going to post? So that information is given over here. Okay. Now, when the first condition is when the goodwill of the entire firm is raised and retained in the business, means it is not written off. It's only retained in the business. It's kept in the business. So in that situation, the entry is going to be goodwill account debit to all partners capital account in old profit sharing ratio. Okay. And goodwill will appear in new balance sheet. Second, when goodwill of entire firm is raised and written off, means the goodwill of the entire firm is raised and it is also written off. Before in the first entry we had seen it was not written off. Now here when the when the adjustment is said as it's written off, the journal entry will be when goodwill is raised. Now first condition is what? Just it is raised. So here we'll be writing goodwill account debit to all partners capital account in old profit sharing ratio. Now the second entry will have to show it as it's written off. So how we'll do it? When goodwill is written off, continuing partners capital account debit. We are going to debit continuing partners capital account in new profit sharing ratio to goodwill account. Goodwill will not appear in new balance sheet. Okay. Now this time it's not going to appear in new balance sheet. When goodwill is raised to the extent of retiring partners share and retained in business. Now now in this condition it is raised only up to the extent of retiring partners share only, and it is retained in business, means it is kept in business. It is not written off, it's kept in business, and maybe they must have decided that coming future they will be giving some interest or some amount on monthly or yearly basis to him. Okay. So it depends upon the business, whatever the terms and conditions they had decided. It depends on business. But we over here the situation we only know is when goodwill is raised to the extent of retiring partner's share and it is raised in retained in business. So in this condition we'll be giving entry as goodwill account debit to retiring partner's capital account, and goodwill will appear in new balance sheet to that extent. Now fourth, when goodwill is raised to the extent of retiring partner's share. Now it is raised and now it is written off also. Okay. Now in this condition we have to give two kinds of entry. First will be goodwill account debit to retiring partner's capital account, and second is going to be continuing partner's capital account debit to goodwill gain ratio. Now how to calculate gain ratio? I have shown you in my last video. Goodwill will not appear in new balance sheet. Now fifth case is in case suppose goodwill already appears in old balance sheet. Now in this condition the difference in goodwill amount can be shown either in profit and loss adjustment account or revaluation account, in old ratio, or in partners capital or current account. Now transfer of reserve fund or general reserve accumulated profit and loss. Now here on retirement of a partner, any reserve, accumulated profit or loss is transferred to capital or current account in their profit sharing ratio to all partners, and only share of retiring partner to his capital or current account as per the instruction given in the problem. Okay, now over here what's going to happen? All the reserves and accumulated profit is to be transferred to capital. Everything is going to be transferred to capital or current account, and whatever they have decided, whether it has to be written off or not, whatever the case is given in the problem, we have to solve accordingly. If any type of reserve or accumulated profit is transferred, the entry will be, suppose it is transferred, then in that situation what we have to do? all types of reserves or accumulated profit account is going to be debited to partners' capital or current account. Now, being balance transferred to all partners, including retiring partner in their profit sharing ratio. Now, any accumulated profit appearing on asset side of balance sheet is transferred to all partners in their profit sharing ratio. The entry will be, now whatever the accumulated losses are there, suppose it comes in loss and it is on asset side. So in that case, balance sheet transfer to it is transferred to all partners in their profit sharing ratio. So the entry is going to be all partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss account, being accumulated loss debited to all partners capital current account. Now next, revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. When the partner retires from the business, it is desirable to revalue assets and liabilities to bring their values at the correct position, isn't it? Obviously, if a person is retiring in that situation, after he is gone, all the assets and liabilities has to be brought towards in the current or correct position. The benefit of such change in the value of asset and liability will be given to the retiring partner as well. Now whatever the benefits, until now even he was working with us, so whatever the benefits are going to be, we are going to get, it has to be distributed among those partners also which are retiring. To show the change in the value of assets and liabilities, the revaluation account is opened. Now whatever the changes are going to appear, okay, these differences and everything, whatever the changes are going to appear, we are going to get, we have to show it in the value of assets and liabilities has to be shown in revaluation account. After showing all the effects in revaluation account, profit and loss adjustment account, the balance appearing in the account will be transferred to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Now after showing all the effects in revaluation, profit and loss adjustment account, the balance appearing means the difference whatever we are going to get in the account will be transferring to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Whatever the ratio profit sharing they must be having, in that ratio will have to distribute it. Now adjustment of capital. Now let's see what is going to happen to our capital. On retirement of a partner, the continuing partner may decide to rearrange their capital in their new profit sharing ratio for this purpose. The total capital of the firm is divided among the partners in their new profit sharing ratio. New capital balance is then compared with the latest capital balance of each partner. The surplus or deficit, surplus means profit and deficit means loss, in individual capital account is calculated. Such surplus may be withdrawn by the partner. If they want, they can take their money that is paid to partner or transfer to current account or loan account. Deficit may be brought in by the partner or transferred to current account. Suppose it's lost, then in that situation what they are going to do, they are going to transfer all the losses and show it in current account or loan account. Okay, and if it's profit, if they want, they can take it away, partners, or else they can transfer it to current account or loan account. Now transactions. Now some situations are given over here. In that situations, what kind of journal entry we can pass, we'll see to it. If surplus is paid back to continuing partner. Now in suppose surplus means profits, whatever we are getting is paid back to continuing partner. In that situation, the entry is going to be continuing partner's capital account debit to cash or bank account. If surplus on capital account is not paid but transferred to loan account or current account, as I said before, in that situation, what we are going to do, a journal entry will be passed as continuing partners capital account debit to continuing partners current or loan account. Okay. Now, if continuing partner brings cash towards his deficiency in the capital account, in that case, cash or bank account will be debited to continuing partner's capital account. If deficit is transferred to loan account or current account, in that case, Continuing partner current or loan account will be debited to continuing partner's capital account. Now, assessment of retiring partner's share of profit on retirement. As settlement of retiring partner's share of profit on retirement. Now, if a partner retires from a firm on any day during accounting year, then it is necessary to compute profit from date of last balance sheet to date of retirement, isn't it? If a partner is retiring, he's going, so we have to calculate, we have to compute or calculate from the last balance sheet which was created until the date on which he has retired. Profit of current year is calculated either on the basis of the last year's profit or average profit. Proportionate profit of the past of year, that is from date of balance sheet to date of retirement, is calculated, and share of retiring partner is calculated on the basis of proportionate profit. For transfer of such profit or loss, following journal entries are drafted in the books of firm. Now, transfer of profit to sharing partners capital or current account. Now here what we are going to do, profit and loss suspense account debit to retiring partners capital or current account, transfer of retiring partners capital current account debit to profit and loss suspense account. Now, total payable amount of retiring partners. Now, lump sum amount. Suppose the entire amount payable to retiring partner is paid in one installment at a time. In lump sum means whole amount is given in one time only. In that situation, retiring partner's capital account is going to be debited to cash or bank account. Then installments. The amount due to retiring partner may be paid and balance is transferred to loan account. Okay. The amount due to retiring partner may be paid and balance means they are paying in installments to him maybe, and the balance which will be there, they will be transferred to loan account. So in that case, retiring partner's capital account debit to retiring partner's loan account. Now when interest charged on loan account, then interest account debit to retiring partner's loan account. Now when interest paid in cash, retiring partner's loan account debit to bank will be the case. Now if the total amount due to retiring partner is transferred to loan account, if the total amount due to retiring partner is transferred to loan account, in this situation, retiring partner's capital account debit to retiring partner's loan account. Okay. And if amount due to retiring partner is partly paid in cash and balance due transfer to loan account, in that situation, retiring partner's capital account will be debited to cash or bank account to retiring partner's loan account. Okay, these were the cases. Suppose if these kind of conditions happen, these were the entries or journal entries I had discussed with you. Now in our next video, I will be solving this question. Okay, so if you want, you can copy this down and keep it in your books, so that in my next video we will be solving this. Okay, so I'll put a screenshot also of this. Okay, so just copy this down and keep. We'll be solving in next video. I hope you have understood the lecture. For any problems, confusion, you can just comment below. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Have a good day.